and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jody, and on my channel I talk about Broadway, wear my t-shirt for the Broadway musical Beetlejuice, and books. And if you're not new here, thank you so very much for your continued support. It really means so very much to me. So in today's video, I'll be doing my January reading wrap-up / spoiler-free book review on the book that I read in January. So first I'll talk a bit on what the book is about, then share my thoughts, and when all that is over, I will give out my star rating. So without any further ado, let's get on to what I read in January. And that would be a book called No Exit by Taylor Adams. So No Exit is about a young college art student named Darby. And when we first meet Darby, she's driving in quite a massive snowstorm. At a certain point, though, the weather just becomes too overwhelming for her to drive in. And so when she randomly comes across a rest stop on her drive, she decides it'd be best, just for the time being, to park her car, go to this rest stop, and wait for the weather to die down for her to get back on the road again. Along with Darby, there's a few other people stranded at this rest stop as well because of the weather. Darby makes a small chit-chat with the others there, asking anyone if they had any luck finding a signal for their cell phone. Someone says they had pretty good luck finding a signal outside by a certain spot. So Darby goes outside alone, but has no luck. As she's making her way back to the rest stop, she decides to walk through the parking lot. And as she is walking by this van, she sees a hand appear in the window just as she is passing by the van. And then it disappears, but a moment later. Darby is very taken aback by what she has just seen, and then the fear settles in of how someone who is stuck at this rest stop along with her has kidnapped someone and put them in this van. And the rest of the story is about Darby trying to save and protect this person that has been kidnapped. So as far as my thoughts on this book, I really liked it. It's the first book by Taylor Adams that I've ever read. And after reading it, I can totally see now and understand why this is such a hyped up and talked about book by others. It's just a really well told, well written, has a great atmospheric setting, high intense thriller that reels you in from the very first to the very last page. What makes this book, its story, have such an edge of your seat, page turner like quality to it is the way in which the story is told. It's told at a very fast pace, a very fast speed. And the author just did an amazing job with this thriller. The only thing that kept this from being a 5-star read for me were the twists, turns, and reveals that took place throughout the novel. While these twists, turns, and reveals that took place throughout the novel were surprising and shocking to a certain extent, they weren't overall so surprising, and that's just because the way the story is set up, some of these twists were a little bit predictable, I found to be. But that being said, I still had an amazing time reading this book. It's just a really well written story, a great thriller, definitely a page turner, and I highly recommend it if you're looking for a good thriller to read. So now for my star rating. My star rating for No Exit by Taylor Adams is 4.75 stars. Like I said, it was very close to 5 stars. So obviously highly recommend, like I said again. So yeah, that's it for today's video where I talked about what I read in January. And yeah, thank you so very much for tuning in. And until next time, bye.